They were like, okay. The response was so fast. They did the test, everything, took him to the dialysis unit. Normally, the other hospitals I went to, you have to be there to take care of your husband, to feed him. In case he needs water, you'll be the one to get water. Sometimes they'll poo on their body. You have to help clean them up. This hospital was like, you can go. I said, eh? Go where? They said, no, madam, you can go. I said, oh, I'll wait outside. They said, you can go. Come back in 4 or 5 hours' time. Normally, during the dialysis, they used to give him this paracetamol injection because he's always feeling cold, feverish, and all. I said, okay, I have something. I said, I brought his injection. It was funny. They were looking at me like, they said, no, he doesn't need it. I've never seen that kind of treatment at a hospital in Nigeria. I said, okay. They were pleading with me to go. I refused to go. And the doctors, they were so friendly. That was when I was like, okay, I think there is hope now.
Another sign that God was involved
God, you are involved in this. And there is hope.
So was this the hospital where you settled for
the
transplant?
Yes.
Okay, now, financially, you had something going. The GoFundMe was bringing in money. The next issue was a donor. A kidney transplant will require a donor. How did you navigate that one?
And the funds were coming in, not like you have your full payment. So we are making our payment. As the funds were coming, we were making instrumental payments. It got to the case of a donor. I presented myself.
You did?
Because at that point, I got tired of begging. Because I cannot be asking for money and asking for donor at the same time.
So you offered to donate a kidney to your husband?
I just have to. He's the father of my kids. The kids, they need him. I need him as well.
Please go on.
And unfortunately, I wasn't fit. So at
you
this
were not
point,
a right match.
I wasn't a right match for him. So that was when his elder brother stepped in. And the test was carried out, and he was a perfect match for him. So that was another miracle altogether. We didn't have to pay any donor. So everything was just working out.
The funds available, a donor and the right match.
It was just a case of the first, and it was perfect. So there was no need for any external donor. So at that point, I knew that we were closer to the end of that chapter.
When did this transplant happen?
It happened in 2024, July 17th, 2024.
Do you remember that day, the day the transplant was supposed to happen? What was it? Did you sleep the night before? What was it like that day?
It's a long story. He was supposed to go in on the 17th. There was a case of you did some tests and he didn't get probably from the other hospital, because you need to do some scan outside the hospital. They didn't forward the results. That night, it was a Saturday night. He was supposed to go in, and they have to go through your record before you could go in.
They have to see your history.
They have to see your history, make sure everything is in place. They couldn't find that result. I was like, God, we're almost close. What's the problem again? The hospital have to refer us to somewhere else in town. They have to start calling the lab. The lab was closed. That was around 10 p.m. And as God will have it, the lady traveled out, so the husband was around. So we were able to do the scan, all the scan they needed to do. And I thank God for that delay, because I was mad at the hospital. Like, a result that was submitted 2 weeks, because you're supposed to submit all your results 2 weeks before the transplant. Why? When we came back, before we got to the hospital, the result has already gotten to the hospital, because it's an they transfer the results to the hospital. And the doctor was like, Madam, thank God for the delay, because now we have all the accurate information, where to open, the space, the accurate measurement. So that delay was a blessing in disguise, because the previous lab wouldn't have given them all those details.
Okay. That this
This is more
lab
accurate.
that you found
Yes.
suddenly
provided. That was the lab that gave them the accurate measurement, where to cut open everything was accurate. So probably if he had gone in, or probably the other result, maybe he would have had issues. But this was accurate. And they went in that, they didn't go in that night. So the next day, they were supposed to go in. There was BP issue. The BP was high again. The doctors, they were trying to talk to him. What's the problem? Are you scared? What is it? He was just smiling. Finally, that evening, they wheeled them in. Was I calm? I was very calm. I wasn't moved. I'm a CS mom of two, so I've had surgery. So to me, I wasn't expecting anything less. And with everything that I've played out, how God has shown himself big, I wasn't scared at that point. I was only waiting for their call. And I think about how many hours they called me. I went in there prepared with my camera to record everything.
What kind of human being are you?
And when I got there, he was awake. The brother was already sleeping. Normally, when you come out from the surgery room, you're supposed to sleep. Every other person was sleeping. He was shining his eyes. He was smiling. I'm like, are you okay? He said, yes, yes, yes. I want to pee. I feel like I'm pressed. They were just laughing. They were like, you're okay, you're fine. That's a sign to show you that, yes, this thing clicked. Is a perfect match. And you're on your journey to recovery. It was an amazing journey. It was looking back.
A journey.
Like
from 2022 to 2023 into 2024. And the recovery was
so speedy. Like, you need to see him now. If you look at his pictures, his videos, nobody knew he would survive. If you have looked at his video, you would not believe that this guy, even the doctors, they said you're a miracle. Because the recovery was so speedy. And within months, he was back to his feet.
And the children had their daddy back.
And
this has been from, of course, God was in the center of it all. But he walks through different people, family, friends, schoolmates, church members. And I'm sure you want to say thank you to them. You might not even have the words,
I don't even have
but
the words.
You will still express your gratitude to them. So please go ahead.
I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone that stepped in, that responded to our videos, everyone that gave, everyone that spread the video, everyone that prayed for us. People prayed for us. I have customers that were not Christian. They were praying. They will call me. They will recite. Everybody was saying their prayer in their different religion
for one purpose.
Belief, for one purpose. And when they saw the video, most of them cried. Both Christian, non-Christian friends, till tomorrow. People that saw my husband when he was ill, and now, when they see him, some want to take pictures with him. So I want to thank everyone, all my customers, all my friends, I want to thank my family members. I want to thank my church members. I want to thank my schoolmates. I want to thank everybody, because the funds came from all over the world, different countries. The list is endless. I can't thank you guys enough. This is me again saying thank you. Thank you so much for giving me hope again, for giving my husband hope again, and for giving my kids their dad back. He's back now, much better, stronger, and active again. And I'm here to say thank you. And as you can see, I'm much relaxed, no stress, just living out life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding to my call for help. I really appreciate. God bless you. Thank
Amen.
You,
a loud amen.
Thank you.
You know the reason why Abigail is the one telling us this story, because it's personal to her. You know, there are parts of the story that her husband might not be able to tell us. Why? Because he was the one in the condition. He probably didn't know what was even going on at certain times because of the pain he was feeling, because of the challenge he had in his body, but she witnessed every detail. So it impacted her in a very unique way. And you're not the same person who started out in 2022 that is here. You have grown. That's why we say this is growth that was triggered by pain. You have grown.
Yes, I have.
How?
I've grown. I've grown in all areas. I've become more bolder. I don't get moved easily anymore.
Become resilient.
I've become resilient. And I don't think there's any situation I can't handle now.
You're more courageous.
I'm more courageous.
And audacious.
And audacious. I don't get moved easily. So I've really grown.
And of course, your fellowship with God.
Yeah, my fellowship with God is on another level. I've trusted Him more.
Because you've literally walked through the valley of the shadow of death. And you're on the other side now.
And I can boldly tell you that God answers prayers. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot not to give up. Not to be on the negative side. No matter the situation, try not to see the negative side. Always see the positive side of everything. And don't confess negativity. Don't confess negativity. That's one of the things that helped me. Because I was always getting calls like, it happened to my mom, it happened to my dad. And I'm like, that's your mom, that's your dad. This is me now. And I wasn't going to take it. That it happened to you doesn't mean it will happen to me.
Exactly.
And it has helped me in my business. I always see possibility. I always see that there is always a solution. There is always a solution. There is always a solution to everything, to anything, to any situation.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Abigail, for sharing with us this very, very, very elevating story.
Thank you, Mom.
And now to you. Are you in a situation, or do you know anybody who is in a situation that looks hopeless, that looks like this is the end? Here I present to you a story of hope, a story of possibilities. And so if you have such a story of growth through pain, you might want to share, because Abigail has shared her story. Now you have some level of confidence and boldness to share yours. We'll be happy to showcase your story to the rest of the world. And if you're in the middle of the problem, there is hope. We are waiting because there is hope. And you'll come out on the other side and sit like Abigail and share your story as well. Please stay with us, because we're bringing you more stories like this that will help you on your personal growth as well. And of course, will keep you staying elevated. Thank you for staying with us. God bless you.